Hi everybody, it's Deborah Bakalich with Senior Care Lifestyles, and welcome to my daily Senior News Corner. And this is my forum to share with you information that I am learning in the senior care industry and things that I think are very important that you need to be aware of, and just if you're especially working with seniors in your life or know of somebody who is. So I want to recap yesterday because we were on the topic of dementia and normal aging. So yesterday we talked about what is normal aging compared to mild cognitive impairment, compared to the dementias. There's irreversible dementia, such as your Alzheimer's, your dementia with Lewy bodies, your vascular dementia, and there are also your reversible dementias, which are things like toxicity from pain medications and different things like that. But today I want to talk about what are the signs of dementia. And the Alzheimer's organization put together 10 warning signs of dementia that I want to share with you today. And the first one is significant memory changes. And that is forgetting important dates, events, appointments, repeatedly asking for the same information. If you're someone who is aging normally, you may forget names once in a while, doctor's appointments, but you're not going to forget the real important events. And once you're reminded, you will continue to remember them. The second warning sign of dementia is difficulty solving problems or making plans. And that is basically the difficulty doing things that were once simple, things that were easy for you to do, like taking care of bills, working with numbers, following a recipe. When you are aging normally, you may occasionally make a mistake on these tasks, but not routinely. It is not something that causes alarm. The third warning sign of dementia is difficulty completing familiar tasks like at home, work, play, the inability to complete normal daily tasks, things that you've been doing on a daily basis, such as driving a car to and from a location, or difficulty remembering like the rules of one of your favorite games. When you are, an age-related issue would be somebody like me. You need help with the remote control on the TV, so I just call my son and he comes and does that. Or, the remote's on a microwave or something like that, but you don't have difficulty completing the everyday familiar tasks. The fourth warning sign of dementia is confusion with time or place. And that's losing track of the passage of time, forgetting the day, the year, the month, how you arrived at a destination, why you're there. And with age-related changes, a person can be slightly confused about the day of the week, but will figure it out when they're given clues, and then they can continue to retain it. The fifth warning sign of dementia is trouble understanding visual images and spatial relationships, difficulty with judging distances, reading, determining color or contrast. Vision problems may be a sign of Alzheimer's for some people, and recognizing familiar places, people, not just family or friends, but even famous people, could become very challenging. And for somebody who is aging normally, it's just your blurred vision. Maybe you need to change your eyeglass prescription, and those are typical for age-related symptoms. The sixth warning sign of Alzheimer's or dementia is new problems with words in speaking or writing, increasing the trouble in joining a conversation, calling things by the wrong name, or repeating yourself over. Occasional for the person who doesn't have any problems, occasionally there's trouble finding the right word, and it is just really no issue as being part of the normal aging process. It is if you're beginning to show some signs of dementia. The seventh warning sign of dementia is misplacing things, losing the ability to retrace your steps. So putting things in unusual places, refrigerator, in the towel rack, losing things and you can't find them again, and then you start accusing people of stealing them. So if you're aging normally, misplacing things from time to time is okay. You typically can think about where you were and retrace your steps, but finding them is not an uncommon age-related issue. The eighth warning sign of dementia is decreased or poor judgment, the difficulty dealing with money, giving money away, often to strangers, when you haven't typically had that behavior. And if you don't have any signs of dementia, making a bad decision once in a while is normal age relation problems. And the 9th warning sign of dementia is withdrawal from work, from social activities, becoming weary of work, family, your social obligations, trouble remembering how to complete maybe a favorite hobby, or how to keep up with a favorite sports team. So people with normal age-related complaints, they'll sometimes, complain of work, family, and little social obligations, but their activity level doesn't dramatically decrease. And then the final warning sign of dementia, number 10, is changes in mood, changes in personality, becoming confused, suspicious, depressed, anxious, and fearful. And a normal age-related change entails doing things a certain way and then becoming irritable if the routine is disrupted. So those are pretty much your 10 most common warning signs of dementia, meaning you need to go talk to somebody, go get some tests, talk to your doctor. Don't be afraid to have those conversations. It could be something physical. It could be something that's very treatable. But take care of it so that it does not get worse, because there are ways that you can slow the progression down and do certain skills and tests and things to keep you status quo. So once again, this is Deborah Bakalich. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can send me a message here on Facebook. You can go to my website, seniorcarelifestyles.com. And there is a drop-down menu where you can simply fill out your name and your phone number and an email address, and I'll get right back to you. And leave me your comments here. Do you find these chats helpful? Are you gaining some information and knowledge? Are you yourself dealing with a senior loved one and you're starting to see these changes? If you are, you're right there with a lot of other people. So please call me. I will walk you through what your options are. We'll talk about it. I just don't do placements. I'm a counselor. I work with families from A to Z. If you want to stay in the home, I'll work with you on making arrangements for staying in the home. If it's time to look at assisted living communities, I will take you on tours, make the appointments. I will join you and help you in that final decision. So once again, thank you for joining me on my daily Senior News Corner, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.